things played out with his parents, which actually affected him in his present. Welcome, divine souls. I am Lou, my Atawa, 1111 Divine Light. Thanks so much for liking and subscribing. I am your favorite manifestation guru, your favorite holistic botanica, virtual international holistic botanica, also your favorite best-selling metaphysical and spiritual author. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this revision. All right, so with revision, this is a major law in regard to law of attraction. This is how you're able to shift things from your past that may be affecting your current life, and it could affect your future. Now, the reason why I have this Back to the Future here is because it's on this thumbnail, and it's because I was thinking about one of my favorite movies, which is Back to the Future, the trilogy. And what really stood out is the fact that the character that played Michael J. Fox, played the character in this film, this series, and he was able to revise things from his parents' past, which changed and shifted his current paradigm. All right, so if you aren't familiar, I'll just give you a little example. So, for instance, his father was basically being bullied. All right, and so he was able, and also his mother was not really respecting the father that much because of his father's behaviors, and this also trickled into how he was being treated, as a student. So what ended up happening was he was able to go back in time and switch some things around, change the dynamic of how things played out with his parents, which actually affected him in his present. And so this is how I think it's so important that you can actually revise situation for others. And it's important to do so in secret, because when you are in this momentum of revision is involving you creating a completely different story. And as you're going through this process of revision, especially prior to getting into your REM sleep, all right, before you get into that sleep cycle, it's important to visualize what it is, an alternate perspective, an alternate paradigm of what it is that you may have wanted in the past. And when it also comes to revising for others, it's a similar type of aesthetic, whereas you think of another outcome for the person, and then you resonate on that. You allow yourself to loop that. You think of that over and over. And even if you don't want to utilize visualizations, which I think visualizations actually cause these manifestations to happen a lot more rapidly, it is something that you're able to do without anyone else's perspective impeding on your process of actually manifesting a particular reality for someone else. And I'll give you another example of revising for others, just like in Back to the Future, how he revised things for his parents, which affected him. If you are, in a sense, this could be people that are your loved ones, this could be people that are close to you, or this could be, someone that you may come encounter with. You may come encounter with someone and they're going through a particular thing at this time in their life. They could be going through a loss, they could be going through some level of disappointment about whatever situation. If you are aware of that, you can revise that in the here and now for them, but in secret. And I'm going to put a highlight right here in regard to why it's so important to do so in secret. But let me go ahead and get back on topic with revising for others. So, for instance, if someone is going through something unfortunate, while they're saying whatever it is they're going through, in that here and now, in that time space, in your mind, you can revise a different outcome for them. All right. And then allow that to loop several times over in your mind and then let it go as if it's already done. This is how you're able to help others and assist if they're not even aware, because sometimes you may not want to share your process of manifesting with others because there is great power in secrecy, especially when it comes from, even when you think about the ancients, when you think about the ancient Incans, when you think about the Mayans, when you think about the ancient Nubians, okay, the ancient um, people from Kemet, all right, ancient Egyptians. Our custom was to have mystery systems, and those were set up because not everyone was able to fully understand or fully allow their disbelief to be suspended in order to actually tap into those higher realms of belief, all right, which creates different outcomes in your life. And so, the reason why, and back to secrecy, the reason why secrecy is so important when it comes to manifesting is because, again, when you are manifesting is magical. It's about you believing. And if you, say, for instance, you want to revise some things for someone else that you are aware they're going through something. If you make them aware of what you're doing and they're not in that space in their life where they're able to comprehend or fully understand or even believe, that can definitely take away from the process of those things being revised and manifested. So, in addition to the secrecy aspect of it, is that it's about, it's not so much about you feeling like allowing your ego to get the best of you in those situations, because sometimes people can feel like, yes, we are versions of God, but it's not for you to take advantage of that, or it's not to be exploited. So this is why secrecy is so important when it comes to revision within yourself, and then especially when it comes to revising for others, because if they're giving off the energy that of disbelief, if they're giving off of a lot of negative energy towards you or frequencies towards you, it basically won't work. So if you are dealing with people, I mean, this could be, you can revise for your children, you can revise for anyone, but it's just about you allowing yourself to suspend the need to want to involve them in the process, because it's not about converting anyone per se, but it's just about how you're able to send positive energy to someone, all right, and allow yourself to utilize your spiritual gifts for others, okay? So, to each his own. You can just keep these revisions for yourself. You can just continue to revise for yourself, but you don't have to feel that you're just a bystander when people are going through things, because you can actually, take it in your hands where you can revise certain outcomes for someone else. Okay, like if you see someone that may be struggling with something and they share that with you, in your mind, you can resonate on it. You can loop it through your mind of what you want, a desired outcome for them, and then watch that align in their life. So, take notes from the things that you're seeing in life. For instance, like I mentioned about Back to the Future, that is definitely revision, the law of revision at play. So get into it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those that have already sown a seed, may you have a divine life tomorrow. Until next time, I am your favorite manifestation guru, your favorite intuitive guide, Lou from Not to Walk.